How you doing today, Charles?
I don't know, man. I'm having kind of a rough day.
Kind of what's going on? What's your having a rough day?
You know, even before I came here, my ex-wife, we have a daughter together,
Mm-hmm.
and she's been with this guy,
Okay.
and she's been living with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I talk to my daughter, she says that he whoops me hard, Daddy,
Okay.
and I don't know. Like, there's no marks on her,
Right.
but my little girl's crying to me about this guy whooping her,
Okay.
and I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking it wrong, but I'm kind of flipping out because I got some guy whooping my dog,
Right. Sure.
and it's starting to get to me.
Sure. So you kind of feel then, if I'm hearing you right, you kind of feel like you feel like you're not able to have like you're out of control of the situation, and you don't really know how to go about. I mean, have you talked to him at all? Do you know him in any way, or
Um, Me and him have had words in the past.
not good words?
No, no, and it's for the sake of my daughter.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I know I don't know how my ex feels about this guy, but I know they live together,
Okay.
and I know he doesn't hit her.
Hmm.
You know, I know that, but at the same time, my daughter, and I don't know if he's just disciplining her or if he's actually being rough with her or what. And I kind of still, even if he is this discipliner, I don't know if that's right. I kind of feel like this guy shouldn't be spanking my daughter.
Sure. Have you talked to her mother at all?
I try to, but she puts it off as he's just disciplined. But
Mhm.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
Okay.
You know,
You feel like maybe she might be covering for him in some way,
yes,
and maybe not really able to express to you.
she might not even be thinking it's that bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he watches her while she's at work,
Hmm.
and I don't know. She might just think that he's disciplining her. I don't know the truth of the situation. I know it's just getting me,
Sure.
because I can't. Like you said, I have no control over it right now.
Sure. Right. Well, I certainly can understand how you must feel. Um, you've got a lot going on. You've been here at Pathways for 2 weeks today. Congratulations, that's awesome. I've heard a lot of good things from staff about your willingness to engage in the program and the desire that you have to uh, be clean and sober. I would, suggest that maybe you try to get a little more insight if you could. I don't know how your relationship is with her mom. It sounds to me from what you're saying that you guys don't communicate very well, and you feel like maybe you're not getting the full truth from her. How old is your daughter, if I might ask?
She's fine.
She's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, So has she expressed to you any specific situations where she's getting spanked?
She said that one time she was uh she was on her way home with him.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to get something to eat. He told her that they didn't have enough to get nothing to eat right then. They'd soon be home and they'd get something to eat.
Okay.
And she can throw a fit,
Sure.
but um, at the same time, I don't know how I'm not good at discipline myself. I might overdo it myself.
Sure.
And I don't know how far he's taken it. She said that he spanked her, um, bare hand, no belt or nothing like that. Spanked
Right.
her bare hand,
Okay.
but she was highly upset about it. It's not like something
Okay.
like she was just letting go of. She's holding on to it,
Okay.
and then she's expressing to me that he's whooping her.
Okay. Well, I guess, not knowing the specifics, if I were to think of, you know, I know it's real easy for children sometimes to start playing sides with parents, and, I can't say specifically that that's what's happening here. Um, it's hard for me to really comment on exactly what might be going on. But what I do know is that your recovery needs to come first, and it needs to be a priority. Not to suggest that you shouldn't be concerned with your daughter's well-being, because you certainly should. But I think to kind of reframe the thoughts that you're having that are causing you so much distress, I think it would be good to try to continue having a dialogue with your daughter's mom to get some more insights into what exactly is happening. It may be even good to start a dialogue with your ex's boyfriend, if that's a possibility. Certainly continue to discuss things with your daughter and be open to her needs and concerns. But I think right now you're doing so good in the program. I think it would be best to continue to focus on the things that you've been working on here, because the sooner you can get to a place of stability in your life, I think the better off you'll be. I think sooner you can get to some stability in your life, the better off you'll be. And once you can begin to start putting your life back together, then you can be more present in her life. And the more you can be active in that and feel your role as a father. Unfortunately, it's a tough situation right now, I understand. Because you don't feel like maybe you're there like you should be, and there are things that are happening that are outside of your control. And certainly just being new in recovery, you've got so many things going on inside of you right now. So if I could give you any advice, it would be to continue to communicate with them and stay on top of that, while at the same time trying to focus on your recovery and doing what you need to do so that you can turn your life around and become more a part of her life. Unfortunately, there's things like this that we put ourselves as addicts and alcoholics into these situations, and sometimes it just takes some time to start mending those things and getting our lives back together. So, I appreciate your openness. I'm sorry that you're having the feelings that you're having and experiencing the things you're experiencing. You're doing really well here at Pathway, and feel free to come talk to me anytime. I realize this is the first time we've talked since I've done your assessment, and I apologize for that. We've been really busy, and so I look forward to continuing to work with you, and I would just encourage you just to stay the course. Sometimes, things in the moment seem really overwhelming, and I get that, I understand that. And, just hang in there, one day at a time, you can put this thing back together, and you can start to rebuild some of these things in your life. So, hang in there, buddy.
Thank you for talking.
You're welcome.